Good evening. I was one of the 7 that was present that evening that was told to leave the restaurant. I was extremely intimidated by your officers, and I didn't know what their ulterior motive was, and really didn't see a problem of why we had to be kicked out other than we were wearing firearms. As a person who has spent a number of years in the U.S. Army military police, was awarded a Top Cop Award, has gone through the Northern Virginia Criminal Justice Academy, graduate, was a police officer for a year, then switched to the Fire and Rescue Department, currently a lieutenant in the Fire and Rescue Department, and now in the Fire Marshal's office, where I go to court. I've gone to court before and testified on behalf of the Fire Department, previous before that, federal court, when I was a police officer in the military police. Basically, what everybody would, you can either believe what they say or believe what we say. I mean, I have no ulterior motive to lie. I'm here of my own free will and have nothing to gain personally. So I am telling the truth, and I agree with Mr. Van Cleve's report 100%, as well as the other people who came forward to speak on behalf of VCDL. Also, one other thing I want to mention, thugs conceal their weapons in their pants and don't want anybody to know they have a firearm. Law-abiding citizens wear it in a holster and have nothing to hide. Thank you very much.
Good evening, sir. I'm here before you today because I want to say that I can see the different perceptions on both sides, from the private citizen point and from the police officer point. I used to be an auxiliary police officer with the Fairfax County Police Department. I spent 6 months in academy and only 3 months on the street. And the only reason I lasted that long is because I had submitted an application to become a full-time police officer as opposed to a volunteer. Through the process, I had to go through a polygraph. I took it twice, and the department determined that I was lying. I don't agree with that. I believe I was honest, but they decided that I was lying. That simple conclusion that they drew is all it took for me to get it out. They said, we can kick you out or you can resign. I decided to resign. You have a case here before you today where someone in the police department is obviously not being honest. So I think maybe we should take a look at Fairfax as an example. Thank you very much. Sir, you sign. Yes, sir.
Anyone else like to speak? Yes, sir. Did you speak already, sir?
Yes, I just got one thing to add.
Let me see if others want to speak first.
Okay.
Would you like to speak? Yes, sir. No? Anyone else?
I'll go.
Yes, sir. And then you're next, sir. You're first, and then you're next.
All right.
My name is Virginia all my life. I've known about the open carry laws. I don't see how a police officer can't know about that. And second of all, why are we here tonight? Did the citizens do something wrong in the restaurant? Or did the police officers? I believe we're the police officers. We shouldn't be here tonight. It's harassment. It's prejudice.
Thank you for your time, Mayor. I'm looking to buy a house pretty soon. I'm 25. I spend a lot of time in Manassas every weekend, and I do that because I like being here. I even like going to pizza, and I ate there this weekend, as a matter of fact. one of the things we're looking for, I've always felt safe in Northern Virginia, and obviously I've always felt safe in Manassas as well, but one of the things we're looking for is a place where, you know, our own little section of America, right, the American dream, we want some place where, you know, we can be ourselves within the bounds of the law and not be troubled for it. And I think Manassas is probably still that place, and I just hope you guys take the steps to ensure that it remains that way. Thank you.
Is there anyone else to speak?
I do.
Ma'am?
Hold the pockets. Mr. Mayor, say Johnson. I do know the facts of this case. I do know the facts of this case because I read the 911 transcript. I read the documents that were released under the Freedom of Information Act. I read Chief Skinner's email to me when I asked him specifically for an investigation into this, and I read Chief Skinner's report. I spent 22 years in the U.S. Air Force, and I was trained as an analyst. If you ask someone independently to look at the facts, well, I'm a member of VCDL, I was not there that evening, I cannot see, but I can read the facts. If you ask someone independently to look at those facts, someone who knows how to analyze things, you will realize this case needs further investigation. Also, the last time I was here, I asked that you insist that your police officers respect citizens as citizens respect your police officers. As you may have known tonight, you may have seen tonight, I have a handicapped son. My son is mentally retarded. Your police chief only was upset that people use the word retard in an email, not at the disrespect they show their citizens. The report does nothing to fix that. Thank you for your time.
Anyone else? Do you want to speak, young man? Not yet, sir. Let me,
Oh, if that's my son behind you, you can't see.
one more moment, sir. Anyone else? Just, I'm going to give you 30 more seconds.
I already stated my name for the record.
Yes, sir.
I just spoke to the gentleman who said he was there at the restaurant, and he said the police during their investigation did not come to him and question him. How can you run an investigation when you don't even question the people involved? There was another gentleman who was here that night that spoke. Where is he at? The second gentleman. Did the police ever question you during their investigation after the fact?
Sir, you have to address the council.
Oh, yes.
This meeting is...
Well, I will go back and ask them. But I will tell you, I can investigate better than they did in 5 minutes. 5 minutes and one phone call. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Okay. Is there anyone else? Thank you all very much.